Hello everyone, I'm Vicky. What the message of the film Father and Daughter brings me. The story starts from the father took a little boat away and left his little girl alone. The little girl can't forget the scene and keep waiting for his daddy come back. The little girl grew up and began have her own family, even though she still can't find anyone to replace his dad. At the end, the girl was already turned to be a grandma. She still needs to fulfill her dream. She just wants to see her dad again. Some memories can be forgotten, but some you will always remember. The hill and the boat connected the love between dad and she. Bicycles symbol the memories of dad. As we can see from the film, no matter how old she was, she always ride a bicycle to that hill looking for her dad. If I were she, I'd rather bury those memories. Although sin always reminds me I was abandoned. As my memories of my father, I still remember when I was in junior high school. My dad always be my best friend instead of my mom. Every night my dad will wait until 10 o'clock and pick me up from the cram school. After we back home, he will make the late night snack for me. Then he will go back to his room and sit down on the couch doing his work. Sometimes we will go to the movies on weekend night. Until now, movie is still our favorite hobby. My dad is that special person in my life that I can share all my feelings with him. My dad is just more than a dad. I didn't have a terrible life, but I do know that my parents separated. We all have the tough times. My dad barely collapsed, rarely smiled, and was a single parent to me and my sister when I was 20. It's too hard to describe how tense between all the family members, but we tried the best to bring the happiness back together. Now I'm older, I realize that hurt from family, no matter how old you were, that scar remains. Now I always wish myself can be the good parents in the future. I always find a way to tell myself look at the bright side in marriage. Life's won't always be perfect, but my dad wants us to keep the positive attitude. He wakes up every morning with a smile on his face now. It wasn't just a smile through, it was a contagious kind of smile. If anyone was around him, they couldn't help but be happy. My dad has been the only person like that I can truly rely on. Throughout the years, my friend and even my mom let me down. No one was ever there to take care of me the way that he was. When I couldn't lean on anyone else, I could always count on my dad to be there to pick up the pieces. When I was 15, I went through my first breakup. I was distressed, crying every night, and I thought my world was going to end. My dad was the only one who would wipe away my tears. If I had a beautiful life, I wouldn't have any feelings about this film. The film looks like simple. However, there's a lot of meaning if you get through the hard time of family love. Maybe the little girl thought herself she did something wrong or why her daddy needs to leave her alone. Then she went to teenagers. She may lose faith and against the world, but she still stepped into the marriage. She definitely struggled for keeping the family's harmonies. I believe after all the lessons she learned, she can be the good mom and want her dad to be proud of her. I like to share my viewpoint. This is not end of sorrow. On the contrary, I think her daddy's leaving brings her courage and wise to solve many problems in her life. The hug given from her daddy also means she already forgave his leaving, because she gained more than she lost.